Okay. Big-time television now, you guys. You all know my first guest. Her legendary TV show was on the air for 11 years. And this Sunday, the Carol Burnett Show reunion will be on CBS at 9 o'clock. Please welcome Carol Burnett. I should have said leggy supermodel, as my friend Dave would say.
Oh,
yes.
yeah?
Yes, you look great.
Oh, I'm glad I shaved.
That's kind of... yeah, kind of a 1920s kind of a...
Yeah,
little...
I haven't finished it yet. It's still, you know,
yes,
kind of hanging there, but, you know, it's a recycled outfit.
No, very sexy, very sexy.
My mother had it in the 20s.
yeah, I'm sure.
How are you?
I'm very good.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too. Happy New Year to you, too. I read some nice reviews about your special and your story in TV Guide. Now, see, I, like a lot of people, would have thought your original show was an instant hit, like, sort of, from day one, but that was not the case, huh?
No. We started on a Monday night, and we were opposite iValley.
iValley?
Big Valley.
Oh,
and
Big Valley, yeah, because, you know, iValley didn't last but a couple of weeks.
No, if it had been iValley, we would have been an instant hit.
That was the Amish show.
Yeah, right, yeah. iValley and Big Spy.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm just fine.
Oh, really? You were opposite I Spy and well, those were big shows. Yeah.
Those were big shows, yeah. It wasn't really till they, you know, nowadays, if you're not a hit in 10 minutes.
Really?
But, yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. Well.
Now, go ahead. Well, how do you think your original show would have done it if it premiered? No, then really, you think so?
Yeah. We in those days, I think you know, William Paley was the head of CBS at that time, and Stanton was around, and those people, and they would give you a break, and they believed in you, and they were show business people, not show business people.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, there is a difference.
Yeah, but nowadays they're like...
Yes. So you didn't get good ratings from the start?
No, well, they were fair to middling, but Mr. Paley believed in us enough to let us go on for about 6 years before we became a hit.
Really? Boy, that's the way to do it, huh? But suppose a show was extremely high rated.
Is this yours?
You can have mine.
What do you have? Oh, no.
Oh, you can have mine. Feel free.
That's all right. No, I don't want to do that. What is this?
That's water, I believe.
Oh, what's yours?
Mine is water also.
Okay.
That's why I said,
oh, fine.
Does it make any difference?
Okay.
I mean, we just kissed. What difference does it make, you know? Now, here's something I was curious about. Where did the Tarzan yell thing come from? How did it originate? Because you must admit that...
Swear to God, I'm... Okay. I still have a beautiful cousin named Janice Vance, who is a gorgeous blonde. We were around the same age. And when we were little kids, we were like sisters. We would play outside in the backyard in Texas and then later on here in California. And we'd play Nelson, Eddie, and Jeanette MacDonald. Guess what? Then we would play Tarzan and Jane. Right. She would be Jane, and it was either up to me to be Tarzan or Cheetah.
Right, yeah. The lesser of two.
The lesser, yeah. So I developed the Tarzan yell when I guess I was about 8 years old. And so that's how that started. Yeah.
Now, Beverly Sills was once jealous or something. Didn't she want to learn how to do this?
Beverly wasn't jealous. Beverly Sills, who is probably one of the most brilliant, not probably, is the most brilliant, one of the most brilliant opera singers in the world. I worked with her at the Met. And I don't know, the Met was nuts that year. And I taught her to do the Tarzan yell because it is a great vocal exercise.
Yeah.
Because all it is a yodel.
Well, sure.
Lord and mercy. Would you do it?
Well, I am not an attractive woman. It would be hard for me to...
You're not an attractive woman. What was Johnny Weissmuller? What is this?
What
are you talking
Well,
about?
I mean, you want
to try it?
Try it. If you can, what do you...
Should I do it first?
Do it first, perhaps. You show me yours first.
I'll show you mine if you'll show me yours.
All right, fine.
Haven't done this in about 10 minutes. Okay, here we go.
Top that.
I didn't say top it. I said try it.
Is that anything you would ever do? No, that's not.
Hey, no,
that's not. No, that's bad. Just a small interpretation.
That was not you. You know what? You chickened out too soon.
You think so?
Yeah. If you let.
No, that's enough. I think the general idea.
You did it very well.
Would you ever do that with guys, like, on a date or something? I mean, what guy wouldn't like to hear that after an intimate moment? I mean, you'd feel like king of the jungle, wouldn't you?
How about during an intimate moment?
Oh, there you go. That's what I mean. Let's take a break. We'll find out more about that. You know, one day I made the Improv, and I ran into Harvey Korman. Now, see, I always think he was teasing me or something. He said he used to make the entire cast do exercises and things. Was he kidding, or is that true? Did you?
Oh, I didn't make them do it. Actually, I started doing exercises a few years ago when I had gone to a spa and wanted to get into some kind of shape. And then I put notes in the men's room and the ladies' room to say, well, no, I would send a guy in to put the note in. Because they would bar me from it. But we would do exercises from noon to 12:30, and I started this before Jane Fonda, and I'm such a fool that I didn't. Who knew?
I know that.
Who knew?
I know. Who would have guessed?
No, and so we were doing this quite a few years ago before all of this happened with Ms. Fonda. Yeah.
When you first auditioned for television, because I know in the early days, and you were, and women in television those days were not supposed to be physical, or I mean in a slapstick comedy sense, right? Or even loud or funny, like the Tarzan yell. I would have thought back in the 50s doing that, people would have said, oh, geez, you know, an attractive young woman, that doesn't look right. Blah, blah. I mean, did you run into those kind of barriers?
I tried out once. Actually, I went back to New York from UCLA. I dropped out of UCLA my second semester, and I went to New York, and I wanted to be on the Broadway stage. I wanted to be Ethel Merman. I wanted to be Mary Martin. I wanted to be in musical comedy. And in those days, you had to have a good, loud voice, which I still have. And they didn't have mics or body mics or even foot mics, you know, along the footlights or anything like that. Those were covered wagon days, you know. And so that was all I cared about, but I also needed some money. And so there was a program called Chance of a Lifetime. And it was a chance where you could go and audition for this television show. It was a show. And you'd win $50 or whatever, you know, something like that. And I remember I went and auditioned, and this man came out of the control booth, and he said, "You're too loud for television."
Really?
Yeah, I said, "I don't care. What's television?" I couldn't care less about it. You know, I didn't know what to... In those days, I mean, we didn't have a TV set when I was growing up, so we were poor.
That's so funny. I mean, too loud, you just...
Too loud for television. I said, "Move the mic."
Yeah, turn it down.
Yeah.
Well, so your show, the reunion show that's coming up, it's got some new stuff and then some of the classic clips?
Yeah, we open with an original. I brought some clips, but I understand that NBC won't allow me to show them.
Yeah, well, they're having a problem. It was up to me.
No, don't go boo.
Come over to my place
it's
after
just,
we'll show.
it's part of the Peacock's thing. You know,
They won't let you show clips from other networks.
They won't let you show a clip from another network, but they will let you come on and talk about it.
Yeah, or they will let you leave to go to another network, but you can't show the clip.
That's correct.
You can't show the clip. That's the thing. If you want to go there, it's okay. But now, how about you? Are you dating now? I want to hear about this. Are you seeing anyone?
Are you interested?
Well, no. Mrs. Leno tends to frown on me dating during the program, but I would be certainly if I were.
This is really hard. I have 3 daughters. 24, 26, and 29. And they say, Mom, it's really difficult to find a guy. And I want to do that to them because it's like, excuse me, I'm going to hit the big 6-0 next year. And I am...
Really?
Oh, thank you. She could live this long. No, but there is nothing worse at this age than to date. I mean, I do go out.
Or getting pregnant. I'm sorry, I had to throw it.
Actually, I kind of like it.
Oh, yeah.
No, but I do go out, and I went out not too long ago, and then I think as I'm having dinner and you're making this small talk, I feel pimples growing. I mean, you feel these zits coming out like you're 13 and and you're getting embarrassed, and now I'm thinking he's driving me home. Now what do I do? I'm a grown woman. This is a grown man. I actually said, you don't have to stop. Slow down and let me out. Oh, but I'm available.
Oh, well, that's good. Well,
yeah, you know somebody?
Sure. But you should be going out with guys.
Single,
35.
cute, 35.
Yeah,
I don't want to raise somebody.
No, you look 35. She looks great. Man, that's great. Well, that's terrific. The show is on CBS. What, Sunday? What night? CBS 9 o'clock.
Sunday night.
Sunday night. 9 o'clock.
Sunday night.
9 o'clock. Carol Burnett. That's great. Thanks for coming.